Hello guys, how are you doing today? Are you good? So this class we're going to work on July 26th, okay? And on this day in 1792, the Post Act established the foundation of a modern postal service, okay? This Postal Act brought a series of rules to be respected and followed, okay? So we're going to have a glance of this information in this text, okay? So let's take a look at the verbs. We have to establish, to grant, to address, to relate to ensure, to send, to facilitate, to protect, to open, and to face up, okay? So let's go to the home practice. Home practice are on pages 236 to 238, okay? What do you have to do? In the first exercise, you have to rewrite the sentences in the passive voice, okay? So let's take a look at the answers. Number 2, the postmaster general brother opens were granted by the Congress. Number 3, issues related to commerce and privacy were addressed by the Act. Number 4, privacy was also protected by the law. Number 5, death as possible punishment was included by the section 17 of the Act. Okay? Number 6, in 1872, the penalty was reduced by the Congress in 1872. Okay? Now we are going to go to the junior exercise. Juniors have to circle the verbs, all the verbs in the text, okay? So the answer is establish, granted, addressed, related to, ensured, could be sent, facilitated, protected, making, open, was, faced up, make, knew, was, included, robbing, stealing, reduced, served, appointed, was, had, higher. All right? So now we're going to go to senior and master exercise, okay? You have to find sentences in the text in the passive voice, and after you have to try to rewrite them in the active voice, okay? So here we have an example to show you how to do it. The example is, the Act ensured newspapers could be sent at low mail rates. Okay? Now we are going to put in the active voice. The Act ensured people could send the newspapers at low mail rates. Okay? So now we're going to go to the review. This review, we are going to work with the passive voice. Okay? As we observed in the home practice, what is the passive voice? You are going to change the positions between the subject and the object. Okay? And then you're going to change the order. Okay? To do that, you have to use the verb to be and the verb in the past participle. Okay? The verb to be is going to be adapted into the sentence that we are going to put in the passive voice. Okay? Here we have some examples. I put 5 examples here. One in the simple form, one in continuous forms, one in the perfect forms, another one in the perfect continuous, and finally a modal or semi-modal form. Okay? So let's take a look. Simple forms, we have global trade is opened too fast. Okay? So we have the verb to be in the simple present and the verb in the past participle. Okay? Continuous forms, we have pandemic is being faced up cautiously in some countries. Okay? In this case, we are going to respect the present continuous and we are going to put the verb to be where the other verb was. So is being is from the present continuous, being, that's the verb to be in the present participle and the verb in the past participle. Okay? Perfect forms, we have restrictions have been established in some places, okay? So in this case, we have a present perfect. Present perfect, we are going to respect the verb have or has, the verb in the past participle. This verb in the past participle is going to be the verb to be of the passive voice. So that's why we have been. And the past participle of the main verb, which is established. Okay? We have the perfect continuous forms, that is, lockdown has been being ensured. Okay? So in this case, we have has been, that's part of the present perfect continuous. The verb to be, that is the verb to be for the passive voice, in the present participle, which is being, and the verb in the past participle, that's the main verb of the active voice. Okay? Finally, we have an example that we use modal or semi-modal forms. Okay? In this case, we have health must be granted wearing mouth masks. Okay? So, in this case, we are using must as a modal verb. We are going to put must, the verb to be of the passive voice in the base form, and the main verb in the past participle. Okay? That's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe the video, leave your comments below, come to our live classes, okay? We're going to solve all the doubts you could have about the passive voice, and see you next time. Bye-bye.